Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game and we're returning to a Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Edition. In between episodes, I did go ahead and made a major naval reorganization. You can see a lot of ships are finding their way into their new fleet. I just want to talk about the basic gist of it. So our battle group has been basically untouched. These are the big dreadnoughts. They are gonna rely on their cruiser escorts, but on the scout fleets we did replace the light cruisers with a couple of destroyers, so these guys are now going to be much more focused in a way. And at the same time, on the air fleet over here, we've on the other hand replaced all of our destroyers with the light cruisers, and the reason for that is that I want these guys here to be able to operate in some of these deep ocean tiles that, as you can see over here, have a very significant movement disadvantage for destroyers. And I think I would like one fleet that is dedicated to operating in these types of environments. Also, our anti-submarine warfare group, these light cruiser types of ships, we should be seeing a lot more of these, and basically they are around there. Scout fleet, again, a couple of ships should be joining up with that, and I think that's going to be fine. But nothing more than that. Well, it's a major reshift, but yeah, we're going to talk through it once we have these new fleets in place. Other than that, we are seeing that Germany is close to collapsing, and well, hopefully at least. They do have some weak points up here in Hamburg. These troops have gotten around a little bit actually over here around the Germans. On the other hand, in Italy, things aren't looking great for our faction, but not bad either. On the other hand, down here in Africa, I've mostly left this theater for the AI, which also means that it actually expanded the Socialist Republic of Liberia territory a lot. But, most importantly, while there is this Lake Chad over here, we've come around that on the northern side of Lake Chad, and we are now ready to strike into the African theater. This is completely not by my design, this is only the AI. But since we are here, and since we have a couple of motorized divisions, I'm going to try and bring down these motorized divisions in a sweeping cutting maneuver into basically this territory over here. Going to try to cut off all of these Germans as they are over here right now. But before we do that, I think I would like to attack here into these guys. Not even actually with overwhelming force, but at least with a little bit of force to make sure that these guys are basically pinned in place. And cannot basically easily withdraw. So let's just do a couple of attacks over here, and I think we're going to be okay. You there? Oh yeah, you're coming via the strategic redeployment, so that's okay. Yeah. It's going to be a triad maneuver, but that would be very helpful. Most importantly though, this time around we are going to hopefully land in Quebec with our Marines over here, and we are going to bring in a lot of additional troops, and we're going to see whether that is going to be successful. And of course what I should really do is ask you guys here to also cover Newfoundland. We'll include the battle group itself, which is, you know what, it's fine. So I think we can actually ask you to be on a strike mission over here. You're currently repairing, but I think you'll be alright. And then the air fleet as such will be okay, but the air fleet number 2 here, I think we can bring you over here. And we are likewise going to ask you to be a strike force in these 2 areas over here, not in the Mid-Atlantic Gap, please, but basically only in the Labrador Sea, and most importantly in Newfoundland Sea, and I think that's going to be nice and easy. Good stuff. You guys, I think are fine for now, so let's see once these guys do all meet up, and all of these guys are basically not matching up with someone else at all. We are sending a lot more ships, a lot more troops over here, over towards Canada, or at least Newfoundland for now. That's going to be alright as well. Yeah, and all of these guys are sort of reshuffling, so there's a big naval movement. That should eat deep into our fuel reserves. But man, there's not much that we can do about that. Couple of counterattacks here by the Germans. They don't seem to be that significant. Let's keep an eye on Africa then, as we go ahead over here. Most of our attacks are actually doing fine. A couple of them could be better. Ooh, but you already are under attack over here by what appears to be a couple of light tanks. Schwerekampf, that sounds like a heavy tank. But on the other hand, I think we are able to pierce them, so it's not that big of a deal. These guys are low on strength, so I think there is, and these are actually German, so Germany itself, German proper, does have some problems with their armory production. We are bombing them, but I very much suspect that that is not a big part of the battle itself. And there's a cavalry division down here. We could try to come around this province, of course. It would take us a couple of more days, though. So I'm not too sure that is going to be what we do. At least we are bringing in reinforcements very quickly here, actually. So that is nice. You then, could you try to come around and sort of go this way? We have advanced over there. That was not actually my intention. But you know what, that's fine. And of you, maybe two of you should stay home as well. Likewise, you can stay here, I think. Yeah, and that's gonna put away, take away some of the pressure there. Right, how are things looking up here? You, mostly I want you to grab some additional units. Most other guys seem to be fine, especially you. Air Control Group number 2. You've got 12 destroyers. Some of them are a little bit old. But all in all, you have a fairly good setup over here, so I'm happy with you. You guys do definitely need more light cruisers. Most of these will be our oldest light cruisers, so not the most capable ones, even though they are with the carriers, and the carriers are of course very important ships for us. But the reason for that is, I think, the carriers themselves are strong enough. They don't need additional support. What really does need additional support are all of the other guys. All of the guys that do not have the attack that is that strong. Okay, we've got a couple of Soviet-Russian cavalry divisions down here in Middle Africa. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure why they're here, but they are here, so that's nice. Come on, do join up this battle, and then we can take off this tank. They can take care of this tank much faster, and his organization should drop here very significantly, very quickly now that we've got 4 divisions in the battle. There's another attack over here with the cavalry division, though. Interesting choice. Alright, naval results. I don't like to see that. No, I do like to see that. 4 German submarines sunk. Very happy about that, actually. Right, still a lot of guys joining up this way and that way, sort of. Yeah, but you are gathering sort of your light cruisers, your light ships there. I think you are short 1 ship. Is that true? You know what? You are actually fine. So we have sent, of course, a couple of ships into repairs over here, and these are mostly these sort of destroyer ships, these light cruisers. I would like you to rejoin with the light cruiser fleet once you are ready, so that should be nice. And that basically should get rid of this guy over here. Maybe it's gonna take a while till it ticks over. Just want to make sure that we are not missing anything there. Did I not do that correctly? No, you're all fine. Yeah, I think it's alright. Okay, so we've got a new light cruiser fleet. Someone is repairing. That's detached, but you're just... Oh, and now you're refitting. Had you been in the crew before? You had not. Okay, fine. Okay, but now you should be principally fine. You guys are not refitting anymore. At least not with this squadron. You're not either. And over here we've got someone who's reinforcing and some guys who are refitting. Are you 2 light cruisers? No. So you shot 1 guy. I would like to get 16. We have got guys over here. You, I think, should actually join up with this one, so you have a level 4 one. And then we can take one of you and join up with this one. Yeah, that's alright. It's shuffling fleets all over the place, but I think that's alright. You here are on a strike force mission, and you are already guarding both of these areas. You are convoy raiding over here. And I suppose what I could ask you to do is not actually convoy raid in the Labrador Sea anymore. On the other hand, we're going to patrol over here and in the Labrador Sea, and we have the naval invasion support over there. So that, I think, should principally be enough for you here to be able to activate. Is that true? Lots of ships still buzzing around all over the place. Inferior enemy, estimated plan value. Yeah, we can attack, so let's do that. And we are coming up to Quebec. There are a lot of troops down here on St. Pierre Island. But for now they are not crucial, I would say. You are unloading. You are engaging a couple of convoys over here. But convoys, of course, are not that bad. Strike Force. Not sure why the Strike Force isn't capable enough of engaging. I mean, you are repairing a couple of your light ships, but that really shouldn't stop you from engaging. Also, you should have a couple of guys that are joining you, right? Yeah, and these are very fresh and they are coming over, so that should be okay. Right, we don't have air superiority in Eastern Canada. That's an issue, but we don't really have anything here that could help us out. And they do have naval bombers, so that is an issue. That's a big issue. We don't have any air bases over here, so I suppose what we could do is at least start to construct level 2 air base. We're of course going to prioritize that by a significant amount, and these guys are also going to be prioritized. And let's keep an eye on Africa. I don't want to basically lose anything over here. You are engaging over there. You can come up down here. Yeah, I think we'll not be quite successful with our sweeping maneuver, sort of, but still it's alright. Let's make sure that you're not overextending yourselves. Okay, let's try to get down here. And I still want to drive on Buea. Very bad organization over here. Recon, actually. That's what I meant to say. Right, you're okay there, though. Some of these battles are very much hinging, but all in all they still seem to be alright. Sunk a couple of convoys here. Not a big issue. But the enemy air superiority is an issue. A couple of dreadnoughts over here now. No, that's what we had always. Right. Never mind. Are we looking in terms of production? There are a couple of ships in repair. No, these are just the ones in Newfoundland themselves. There are a lot of ships, of course, being refurbished. But that's alright. And you know what? You guys can go to Lisbon. And likewise, you gentlemen could come up here to Newfoundland. Again, that's going to cost us a bit of fuel. But so far we seem to be pretty alright on fuel. You guys are coming up to Montreal. Quebec, actually. Over here things are holding out. And down here, yeah, it seems we are not winning this battle anymore. Well, it would have been nice. Okay, let's stop this attack then here and start to come around that way. Maybe you can come up this way. Let's see whether we run into an enemy presence there. Not for now, and now you are actually under attack. That's pretty nice, because being under attack there means we can simply... Okay, you guys all come down here. I think there's a river here which is blocking our way somewhat. Okay, you're fine there. You're coming over here. That's good. You're coming here sort of normally. Can you get a new thing? No, you're not yet a jungle rat. Why are we losing here? It seems like we should be winning. We are definitely having the upper hand in terms of damage done over here. I'm not sure why that would be the case. Naval battle, and here we go. RNS Odger being nearly 10% damaged. Yes. Let's send you home. This is gonna be a brutal anti-air fight. This is just running the gauntlet of their air combat power. Come on. Once we have new troops down here, we'll definitely be fine. Come on, you should be losing this very, very quickly. Convoy sunk, that's okay. As long as they are not sending additional air forces, I think I'm very happy. The bombings will be our bane. They will, especially for the Marines, they will suffer quite badly from this. And honestly, I'm extremely happy that this is gathering a little bit more momentum. Why are you up here? You're part of this front line. Do come down here. I know supplies aren't great, but if we can catch them a little bit unaware over here. We'll be doing good. Come on, you should win. Now. Now you're counter-attacking with the single trooper. Yeah, now you're joining up with a couple more units. That's nice. Let's bring it down there. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm always extremely scared. Okay, a couple of cruiser hulls over here on their side. Didn't do much. Naval battle over here. Arna's Woods has been damaged by 13%. Nearly gone about that. Ooh, and we've got Quebec! Yes! Good. Very good. Let's bring over more troops. You're part of this. Good. Nice. Wow, further troops. All the way up over here. You know what? I'm going to reroute you towards Quebec immediately. Good stuff. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our tanks over as well. Directly to here. Thank you. Very lovely. Very good. And of course, I'm going to try to drive my Marines here onto Montreal and maybe towards down to Cherbourg. I'm slightly worried that that would trigger the New England divisions to join the attack against us as well. But you know what? I think it's fine. It's not something that I'm too concerned about. Odger and a couple of other guys. Mostly Odger is repairing over here, I think. Yeah, 91%. Where's the other ship? Oh, is that you? Is anyone significantly damaged over here? Doesn't look like it. No, it was Woods. Where are you currently? Somewhere over here. You're going to rejoin over there. Can I actually ask you to be going to Quebec itself? I think you'll have slightly better repair options there. No, you know what? We are going to bring you towards over here, into Newfoundland, and the Dreadnoughts themselves, they are going to move into Quebec. Yeah, much better choice. And also in terms of construction, we should be looking at expanding this naval base so we can bring in more supplies over the long term. And that's going to be fine and fantastic. Good. So we are over there, and that is nice. How about down here? Will we be able to break through over here quickly enough? The organization of these guys is not dropping as quickly as I would have hoped. Okay, let's bring you down here, sort of go circle further around. Interesting how you guys have turned up over there. Well, that's okay. Come on, win. You need to win. You do need to win. There. I was supposed to say there we go. Another trooper in there. Canada. Yeah, we are seeing some enemy movement now. Quebec seems to be doing fine though. I think over here we are going to try to weather this counterattack by their forces. We're quickly going to try to capture Montreal. More Marines from their side. Why are you not going over here? You're part of this. You need to come over here. Oh, we don't have the convoys. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, you guys will come over there at some point. Okay, we need to be a little bit more careful here with our troopers. Okay, so let's quickly grab Montreal and then come back. And that might be enough. What I could also do is go to trade. Oh, we actually have enough of various stuff. Let's get rid of the trade with Burma. That should free up a little bit of stuff. Let's buy less aluminium here. That's going to be alright. And then we can also buy less oil. Especially it seems like Mexico isn't actually delivering all that we're asking for. And Venezuela, we might reduce that as well. Why is Mexico not delivering? Are you in some sort of war trouble? You're not. We are facing a battle over here though. Just with our destroyers though, so no biggie. Yeah, now we have a couple of convoys at least here, so now we can bring these guys over. Fantastic. Can we get more over here? Yeah, nice. Very good. Very, very good result there. And down here. Okay, you've managed to outflank them a little bit. Come on, you need to... Ah, damn it. How many times can you actually restart this battle over here? Okay, you're fine here. We can't go directly over here, but we can try to get over here. And we've got 3 military factories. Well, look at that. Most of them are a little bit pointless because we don't really have them. But if we do get over here, that should work. Lovely. We don't really have them because a lot of these guys are damaged somewhere over the map. Sunk their convoys. Nice. You're not advancing on Quebec, at the very least for now. That's okay. Right, let's try to get it Ottawa. Oop. Sometimes the map just does that. Right. You are over here. Where are you going? Why would you be going there? Do attack into this place. You are attacking there anyway. Let's bring you here as well. So that should be a large number of divisions, should they actually get to join up on this attack. Finally made it over here. Now defending again. So this is just wading through a stream of enemy units. I would not have anticipated that. Right. Let's try to strike down there. This is forest. Yeah, and it's a straight on attack. Nevertheless, we just might be able to break them over here. They don't have that many fresh divisions. Only two truly fresh divisions over there. You're fine there, but we might as well try to attack into this place. You know what? You can at least try to get down here. Yeah, let's try to gain some territory. Right. Couple of convoys. Okay, nice. And it's starting to look a little bit scary over here, I must admit. Dreadnoughts are over there, so that means you should also be ready to repair in Quebec, and yeah, that is definitely advantages for us. Oh, one of our submarines has been critically damaged there. That doesn't happen all too often. Scout fleet number 2 is okay. You guys are doing fine for now. You've been rejoined by your friends, and again, it's just a little bit of damage that you've been suffering there. A couple of light cruisers over here. You guys are all fine. And this is not really enough to do anything. This is pretty much all just reserves. Yeah. That's okay. Right, and you are fine. You could just do with a couple of repairs. Where are you based? Lisbon? Yeah. Well, then let's get you up towards the Azores. So that at the least you are repairing, really. And that would be nice. You're good ships, but let's bring to Liverpool. I think there you'll be. No, let's actually bring you over here, and there you'll be sort of more central to all of this. Right, strike force, patrol force. Why are you not doing this? You're not in this region. You guys are coming over here, and we desperately need resupplies. It's a wonder that these guys are not moving. Sometimes it's just the AI that is stupid like that. Right, let's not ignore this down here though. 56%. We would need some tanks down there, but we just don't have that right now. 24 divisions up there, and more free military factories. What are we going to do with these military factories as they keep on piling in? And while we do have destroyed ones sitting elsewhere. Okay, Ottawa has been captured. Where's the... Yeah, it's at Vancouver now. Their capital. Yeah, but come on, we do need more troops. Quickly, please. They will be taking Montreal. You haven't moved at all. Guys, I'm way too nervous here. Way too nervous. Not sinking our convoys is also very good for me. Right. Come on. Come on. Just get into Quebec. Okay, you, my friend, try to pin them in. It's not going to be an extremely good attack by this gentleman. Logistics company. Nice. In terms of industry, we are doing mostly all of the things that we can. 1941. Could go for the mechanized infantry. That would be nice. 1942 technology. I don't think that's on the books for now. Artillery. We have already researched that. Is there anything over here? No, not really. Land doctrine. We are researching that. That's nice. I think in terms of air doctrine, we really could be doing something. As for the naval bombers. But you know what, let's go for air doctrine. I think that's a nice choice over there. And at some point we are of course going to give our units some logistics capabilities. But for now that's not really required. Can you please finally just land in Quebec? I'm having a nervous meltdown here. Right, you guys are doing this, that's okay. It's utterly annoying to me that there is this military factory symbol, but if we do produce something else, it will just be pushed to the... Well, you know what we could do is... I guess what we could do is just produce a couple of light tanks and do it like this. Then they're going to be silent about that. You're fine in Ottawa. This is 20 victory points, so that should have fairly good local supply as well. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Let's just have you finish the animation. Notice it is paused. And you guys should now be on this front line. Fantastic. Good stuff. Right, and that should allow you to come over here as well. Yeah, let's just accelerate that process. Right, so you are basically part of this defensive line. And that's okay. I think ultimately what we'd want to do is limit that a little bit. Sort of towards this pattern. And have you come up down here towards New England. At least prepare for that. So one of you gentlemen towards Montreal, one, two boats over here. You're gonna stick for here now. Let's make sure that you understand that. That's quite alright. Nice. Very, very good. We still don't have an airfield over here, notice that. 2 units in Quebec. You can now stop with this silliness. Definitely need more troops over here, but I think we are fine. Up over here, we are seeing that these guys are done for, basically. I would hope. So they should fall fairly soon as we get over there at least. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, this is not the most important theatre. Something down there, something up here. That's all alright. Africa. Yeah, still no breakthrough. Europe. Unsuccessful attacks. Successful defenses mostly. Although they have reconquered some of this territory. So Germany is doing stuff over here, and it seems like France has pulled back a lot of troops. I wonder where they are. On the other hand, over here in Hamburg, things are starting to look up a little bit as well. Jutland. I mean, this up there is silly. Okay, let's grab these two guys. Assign them to this front line and this attack plan. You're going to move up there. Nice. Good. Right, tanks are on their way. They'll be extremely helpful, as of course are going to be these 24 divisions that are soon going to land in Quebec. And they are really going to help us out a lot. But look at the concentration of forces that the enemy is putting up here already. You can see we are coming under attack here. And it's definitely going to be a hard-fought battle. But there we are. That's a lot of reinforcements that just have arrived over here. So, First Republican Army. Ideally I would like to send you east. I'm not sure that's going to be possible. So, I suppose what we could do is at least cut... No, we don't need to cut this link. There isn't really any link to speak of. So I suppose what I could ask you to do then is start over here on this front line and expand that simply much just directly over here. And primarily, of course, I would want you to be simply preparing that defensive line, that offensive line, and not anything else. Right, and you're moving up now, so that's great. That's actually fantastic. And of course, Quebec is being built up as a port as well, so that should be fairly nice. How are you guys doing? Who are you actually? You're fine. A couple of guys are repairing or refitting. Let's repair you. Are you doing 96%? In terms of production, a couple of our dockyards are still being used for that, including Quebec, but you notice just how in Quebec we've got now enormous a number of dreadnoughts and destroyers that have been successfully repaired. So that I very, very much appreciate. These guys over here are mostly older destroyers that I don't want to bother about repairing as long as it's not really clear that that is required. And could I actually ask one of you gentlemen, one of these motorized divisions, to come up here, since that seems to be unguarded for now. And that's going to be alright. Montreal needs to be reinforced, but we are defending over here fairly successfully. And these guys are going to come down here, including into positions like Montreal, although they do need to do a lot of defending along the way over here apparently. So yeah, it's truly a very difficult situation. Ooh, look at that down here, close to Ottawa. That is something that we do need to solve rather quickly. You're right over there. We have a lot of motorized troops down here. I don't know that I appreciate that. You guys, can you try and attack over here? Just counter-attack them there. And let's try to grab a couple of guys and move up here. This should be defended fairly easily, but I'm really worried about this position down there. Right, who else have we got? You're moving in there. Where are the tanks? Tanks are still a little way off. Oh, you're over here. Well, that's interesting. Do come over the Atlantic, please. Not sure why you're there. Right, I would like to stabilize this front. I don't really have the reserves. Still fighting in Middle Africa. And we are trying to break through, at least. Some German troops moving about over here. There still is a chance of entrapping a lot of units, including at least these 6 divisions and this one. Another 2 over here. 5 divisions over here. If we can just punch through here. This is going to be tougher because this here is jungle, whereas this is only only forest terrain. So we'll have to make sure that that works out fantastically. How are you guys doing? Camouflage expert, ranger. Not that useful right now, honestly. How is the Red Army doing? You're still like the urban assault specialist, the very good and tough guy. You're also level 6, that shouldn't be ignored. Although you are a little bit less well prepared here. I think what I would really like you to get is infantry leader, so that I can go infantry leader into infantry expert, division attack, infantry division attack is pretty nice. And with these guys I really should have gone for combined arms expert instead of panzer expert, but it's just what I chose to do at this time, and it was stupid. Right, Home Guard, you definitely have no promotions whatsoever. You're fine. How about Mr. Bell Alexander? No, you basically don't have any points to spend. Right. So let's take a brief look at the war. War seems to be not exactly going in our favor. They still have about 1 million more people than we have, so that is an issue. In terms of the Reichspakt, though, these guys are starting to waver a little bit. It appears at the very least, so that is nice to see. They still have a lot of factories. No factory in Armenia. Yeah, Donau Adria Bund still going very, very strong. They are incurring a lot of losses, 5 million more men than we have lost. Most of our losses, of course, are with the Soviet Union. We have lost barely 200,000 men in this struggle, and mostly against actually the Germans and the Germans themselves, which I find a little bit surprising. Also, the Commune down there has lost a little bit. Seems like the American Civil War has come to a standstill. New England, we'll try to take these guys out. Let's look at your details. You've got not that much manpower left, so if we do kill your units, we should be able to take you out in that regard. And of course you're fighting defensive war. Are you a puppet or something? No, you're just part of the Entente itself. Let's take a look at India. Absolutely stalemate warfare there. And on the Eastern Front, Soviets seem to be doing okay for now. Let's look at their details. They don't have a lot of men to reinforce their units with. 400,000 is not a lot. I'm slightly worried about that. On the other hand, the Soviets, I think, have made some progress here against the Germans. I think they were fighting mostly at the Königsberg front, and now at least they have the Vistula, and pushing even onto Danzig itself, so that is very nice. But who would fight a war over Danzig? That sounds like a stupid idea. And over here in Hamburg, lots and lots of fighting. Is that all French units here now? Is that why the French are having troubles in their own region? Well, I think at least we are making progress over here, so we might be able to push them back, get a more coherent front here. I'm slightly worried about these guys being cut off. Doesn't look like that for now, but at least some of you are being pushed back over here. And if we lose... Oh yeah, no, this is not looking great. Yeah, we'll have to see about that. How is our air campaign doing? I would think extremely badly. Yeah, enemy buildings bombed 0.7. And we've lost 100 fighters against their 78, maybe 100 aircraft. Over here in southern Italy, we've now lost 200 fighters, whereas they lost slightly more and a couple of support planes to throw in the mix. So that's alright-ish, I guess. Active fighters on our side, 2,000. Our side has lost 51 fighters. Against a lot of enemy bombs lost. That's alright. You guys over here, I think, can actually stop this naval strike. Ooh, we have the the air base over here. And we do have an air base over there, I think. So that's great. Can we click on this? Yeah, we can. So that means we should start to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these guys over here. We should have about 800 planes over here. Yes, we do. And you're mostly Spitfires and a couple of Hawk Hurricanes. That's alright. We are going to send you over here. I'm going to ask you to fly over the Eastern Canadian area at least during the day. And that's going to be fine and dandy. And then what we're going to instead do over here is establish a new fighter wing with 400 Hurricanes. And these gentlemen are going to take your place and going to fly air superiority over the region. And that should hopefully help you out a little bit. And likewise over here, I think we can spare 400 pilots who are going to fly over this region doing air superiority, but only during the day, please. Good. Fine. Again, this one here is a little bit pointless, but shall we actually take these units to fly over as well? Yes, let's do that. Let's take over here. You are fairly experienced. And then let's have you fly in this region. And that means these guys here need to stop their strategic bombing effort, because I think it's a little bit pointless anyway. Good. Naval strikes over here, I don't think they've been overly accomplishing anything really. So, yeah, you need to go some other place. Do we see any big naval battles anywhere? Not really though, right? And over here, we might actually shift our effort a little bit. Send you over here and there. Yeah, it's a little bit hard over here because we don't have really any capabilities to do anything. So you know, you Don't need to do a naval strike for now. Neither anyone up there. That's okay. You guys have both won your position over there. Let's assign you to this front line. And delete this. So you're also going to come down there. And you know what? Just come here by rail. And that should give us more reinforcements. Again, very worried about this position here. And they are sending in a lot of divisions. But all in all, I'm happy about the situation in its entirety. I think we are doing alright here. And especially once the tanks come up over here, I think we're going to have a very, very nice time doing some encirclements down here on this front line. And after that, ooh, look at this. And after that, we might actually be able to support the Americans as well. Brief look on to Asia. Lots of fighting with the Feng Tang government, which I think is probably some sort of Chinese guy. Are you a puppet or something? You're part of this faction. Interesting. But yeah, our faction is really starting to look a little bit nicer, really, especially compared to the Entente. So yeah, very much looking forward to the regaining of our empire, including New England. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I know it's been a bit of a long episode, but I think, I hope at least, that you do find it entertaining. So if so, I'm going to ask you to leave that like. I'm going to see you guys around next time. Bye bye.